Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kaylee. I'm a full-time reseller. I go to thrift stores, I buy items for cheap, and I flip them on sites like eBay and Poshmark to make an income. On my channel, we do what's sold from last week videos, live Q&A, as well as thrift hauls. Although it has been a while since I've done a thrift haul, and so that's why I'm on here today. Behind me, I've got some goods from the Goodwill outlet, also known as the Goodwill bins, which is a place you pay by the pound. I think right now at my Goodwill bins, it is $1.79 per pound. And based on what the clothing weighs, I generally pay about $1 to $2 per item. Let's go through these items. I will tell you about what I think the item is going to sell for. Before we dive into this video, I wanted to take a moment and thank Dossier for partnering with my videos. You guys know I love Dossier. I have been with them for a few months now, and I've been trying new fragrances pretty much every month. Someone asked me in one of my last videos if Dossier also had men's fragrances, and they have a ton of really great men's fragrances that smell just like the high-end product but at a fraction of the price.
Dossier is an online fragrance company that takes inspiration from luxury perfumes and colognes. They recreate those scents but at a much more affordable cost. One thing I love about Dossier is that they send you both a tester and a full-size product. Then you can use the tester to determine if you want to keep the full size. And if you don't, you just send the full size back for a refund. They come in really nice packaging, and although it's affordable, it feels expensive. This is a great way to treat yourself and others without breaking the bank.
This is an example of one of the men's ones that I really enjoy. It is Aromatic Star Anise. And this one's inspired by Dior Sauvage. Then a makeup store the other day, and I actually grabbed this men's fragrance, the Dior Sauvage, and smelled it because I knew that I was receiving this in the mail soon, and I honestly could not tell a difference. This one's top note is bergamot, so you can probably tell why I like this one. I like getting the men's fragrances because I think they are great for giving as a gift. This one has a very spicy scent. Again, it has bergamot, pepper, star anise, and it has lavender, nutmeg, and a couple other things. All pretty spicy fragrances. And I really, really like this one.
I also tried Floral Honeysuckle, which is inspired by Gucci Bloom. I also really like this one. Very great spring-summer scent, really sweet with that honeysuckle. This one's a women's fragrance. You can take their online quiz to help you find your next scent. Use my exclusive link and coupon code down below, Cayley Elaine 10, to get yours today. You can use this along with their 20% off welcome offer when you sign up to their website for your first time, and add that 10% off coupon code that's down in the description for up to 30% off. Now let's dive back into the video.
So when we were at Goodwill, we actually ended up getting, I think, like 70 something pounds. Obviously, I'm not showing you all of that today, but I do have a few key pieces that I thought were the best out of what we got, and I'll pop up a comp here on the screen, or I'll be able to tell you if I remember. Overall, I think we spent about 70 something dollars that day. We were expecting to make way, way more than that. And we've been going to the bins a lot lately because it is a low cost of goods and we're able to bulk up on items, lower ASP, but again, more quantity of product. And it's great to be able to go to one place to pick up a bunch of items versus having to drive all over town. This first one I'll show you is one of our favorite brands to sell, at least to get at the bins, and it is Lucky Brand. This is a women's size medium, and it is a very substantial piece. It is a sweater dress, a very long midi to maxi length dress. Kind of a minimalist kind of look, but substantial pieces in Lucky Brand do well for me. It's also got kind of a peasanty sleeve. And it does have a side slit down at the bottom. And this is a nylon cotton wool blend. I think we'll be able to get probably about $25 for this. Next up is a men's piece. This is BKE and their vintage line, which is basically just a vintage looking item. I like picking up BKE at the bins. We pretty much get it in both men's and women's at the bins. And this is like an acid washi men's snap shirt in a size extra large, so also a really great size. It also has these cool different seam details here, so I think it kind of gives it like a westerny look, a little bit of an edge. Haven't done exact comps on this, but I'm thinking probably about $25 for that. Definitely performs best in the men's category, in my opinion. This is Spanx. We pretty much pick up everything Spanx. And this is a women's size medium. I think it's like, it's some part of shapewear. I think it goes on the stomach, and it's kind of like a skirt almost like to line. Maybe it's a dress. I honestly can't tell, but it is shapewear, and their shapewear as well as their leggings does really good for us. Really great following with the brand Spanx. This is definitely a bread and butter brand for us. It is J. Jill. This is the super soft crossover tee, and I find with J. Jill that something with the style spelled out does well for us, or any kind of larger sizes or better materials. In this case, it is the exact style name, and it'll be really easy to look up and do comps. I'm thinking probably 20 to 25 on this, and this is just a cotton lycra blend, so nothing really special on the materials. This is Kinney Flowers. I haven't looked this one up either yet. This is a men's brand. I picked this one up because it was 100% linen, and I'm taking chances on some linen pieces at the bins because we're getting them for so cheap, and because linen does really good in spring and summer. So this is a men's very lightweight 100% linen button up in a nice pink color. I need to do exact comps on this, but I'm thinking probably about 20 to 25. Some more really good spring pieces. This is Talbot's, and this is called the Stretch Weekend Tee, size large, so good size, and very, very springy. Talbot's has been performing extremely well for us. This is just kind of a basic piece in a t-shirt, but even this I think will still go for about $15 to $20, and Talbot's has a really good following right now. So I've been picking up almost everything, especially when I get it at the bins for so cheap. This is another Talbot's piece. This is a size medium, and it is a Hawaiian button-up shirt. Hawaiian stuff also does really well for me during spring and summer. People are going on vacation, so they like to get kind of these islandy looking tops. We actually found this exact same style in a different size. I think it was a small petite. So we'll be able to quickly copy the listing and then just change the size, and it'll be super easy to get it up. This one I'm thinking will probably be about $20 to $25. I have a hard time passing up at the bins. It is any kind of Free People. This is a Free People size large waffle neck top. I'll look up that exact style. I think I've sold this before though, and it should go for about $20 to $25. I have to try and keep in mind that the stuff might sit because it is more of a cold weather item. It's got the long sleeves and that thermally texture, but still could be perceived as kind of a beachy thing, something you throw on in the morning or at night while you're walking the beach. So maybe it'll still sell, but I do want to keep that in mind when I am listing the item for how much we're going to list it for, because it is a little bit out of season. Hopefully the color will pull it through, as well as those fringe details at the bottom. I'm thinking about $20 to $25 with this. Now this one actually is kind of spring summery, and it feels like it might have linen in it, but this is We the Free size large. Must have been donated by the same person because it is the same size and the same color. This is a really nice color block detail layered tank, definitely oversized. Let's see, I think this is linen if my spidey senses are correct. Cotton linen blend, so this should do really good during spring and summer. This is a Torrid item. This is another brand I pretty much pick up at the bins no matter what it is, except for maybe jeans. This is a size 1. I think that translates to a 1X, but I'll have to check their size chart. You'd think with as many times as I sell Torrid, I would have that memorized, but I don't. It's just a cool kind of, almost like an inside out look, because you can see the inside has the darker print, and it's kind of a washed out look on the actual exterior of the garment. Also has these eyelets, are these called eyelets, grommets? Has this metal detail right here. I'm thinking probably 15 to 20. I'm trying to pick up a lot more plus size pieces to put in our closet, and kind of experimenting with plus size pieces, getting them from the bins for cheap in pretty much any brand if it's on point. It's another Talbot's piece, extra large petite. This one is a Swiss dot button up top, but it's a great size, and it is a very spring summer color. I would expect probably 20 to 25. This was a really great find. Nikki found this. I can't believe nobody saw this, but this was Smart Wool. And normally Smart Wool is really faded because people leave it, like use it for a long time, and then when it ends up being donated, there's holes and stuff in it. but this one actually feels like it's hardly ever been worn. So size medium, and it is 100% merino wool, which is what they're known for, smart wool. And if you come across smart wool pieces, definitely pick it up. You want to look for holes. This one's in really, really great condition, and they're just a pair of merino wool leggings. They have a nice geometric design, so maybe that'll help to up the value. But I am thinking, just off the top of my head, these will probably sell for about 35 to 40. If any of the comps I say are incorrect, I'll make sure and pop something up here on the screen. This is a really cool piece. This might be my favorite piece of our bins haul, and it is just by J. Crew. Size large, and this is a linen, kind of like sleeveless overlay sweater. Very beachy, but also westerny at the same time. And I think westerny things are gonna do really well this year, just because the show Yellowstone is really popular. So I think we're gonna see a resurgence in Western and Southwestern stuff. This has a really cool like ombre effect, color block detail, black, brown, and white. I just thought this was really gorgeous, and this is 100% linen, so that should help pull through the sale. I have no idea on this. I'm gonna have to do comps on this. I'm thinking probably somewhere between 30 and 40, but I really wanna do my comps because it might be a really special piece. This one I picked up thinking that there were no holes, but I just found a hole. That always happens, right? So this is 100% cashmere, but there is a small hole, medium-sized hole in the shoulder area. This is Ralph Lauren. This is cashmere, size large, really great condition other than that hole. I'm still gonna list it with the hole because I think this is a really nice piece. Cable knit sweater, definitely out of season, but this is hitting a lot of factors for me. Ralph Lauren is a great brand, 100% cashmere, size large. It's not shrunk down, which is a big problem with cashmere. It has the little logo here. It's cable knit, all great things. Even with that hole, I will still list it. I honestly have no idea with the hole. I'm gonna have to do a comp with the word hole in the title and see if I can figure anything out. But I'll put a comp up here on the screen with about how much I expect to sell it for. This is just a little Lily Pulitzer nightgown, striped with a little bit of green detail. I'm not going to pass up Lily Pulitzer at the bins. I'm not sure about the nightgowns. This is just a size medium. I'm guessing probably $20 to $25, but we'll see. This is a great brand to pick up in dresses and really pretty much anything bright and multi-patterned. This has been one of my favorite brands to find lately. I've only found a couple of their pieces, but they have a really good following, really great sell-through rate. It's American Giant. They make men's and women's pieces. I just recently listed a women's Henley and it sold almost immediately, which is surprising for me in a women's category. Usually men's stuff flies off the shelf and women's I kind of have to sit on, but it flew really quickly and comps look good for both men's and women's. This is a pair of men's joggers. They do have a slight amount of fading, but I still picked them up because, again, really great following, really high sell-through rate. I have no idea what these are going to go for. I almost want to say probably about 50 bucks on these because they retail for quite a bit and they have a huge following. Turning into a really long haul, but we're going to get through it. Next up is another Talbot's piece. This is definitely an older label. It is Talbot's linen, and this is a size 14, so great size. This is a midi length linen skirt. Again, I'm picking up a lot of linen pieces. Talbot's, larger size. It's for all of those factors that were stacking on top of it that I decided to get this. I think I should get somewhere between 30 and 40 for this. Been experimenting with a lot of graphic shirts, even if it's just modern ones. This is a 2013 Rock on the Range shirt. It does have a little bit of fading, but I don't usually have issues with fading with band tees. Has a lot of great bands on the back. Now, the reason I got this is because I'm pretty familiar with this rock event, and it's no longer called Rock on the Range. It's called Sonic Temple. So for that reason, I think that this might be a little bit more rare because it does say Rock on the Range. It's from about 10 years ago. I'm going to do comps on it, but I'd say at least 25. Here's another cashmere piece. This one does appear to be without holes. Hopefully we don't find one later. It is J. Crew cashmere, size medium. And this is a women's kind of boyfriend fit cardigan, meaning it's a little bit longer length and a little bit oversized. It is just a plain black, but it should bring us probably about $30. Exceptions with the colder weather items when it comes to cashmere right now. This one is very heavy, and so I took kind of a chance picking it up because, as I said, it's pay by the pound. So this probably weighs like 3 pounds, which means that I probably paid about $5 to $6 for it. But it is Abercrombie and Fitch, and I've noticed that their outerwear does really good. This is a size small. It is a very substantial, heavy piece. It is a wool blend plaid, what I believe is men's jacket. It's got a lot of layering details to it, kind of a shirt jacket look. It has the zip with the large buttons, pockets, and just overall in pretty good condition. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get at least 50 for this, hopefully more after I do specific comps. But I am picking up unique Abercrombie pieces. Abercrombie as a brand has really had a resurgence, and I think this is gonna do really well. I got 2 of the exact same pieces. I'm kind of wondering whether I should have picked them up or not, because I just talked about in one of our live videos not picking up things that are not clothing or not shoes or something that I typically list. However, this is not going to be hard to ship because it's just I was about to say blanket, but it's a rug. And I got them because I'll be able to list them both at the same time pretty easily. Just like I said before with those Talbots pieces, copy a listing. So it cuts my time in half. But this does have a brand on it and it seems to be doing pretty well. I probably paid, it's kind of heavy, I probably paid about somewhere between $5 and $7 for each of these just because of their weight. Some of the rugs in this brand were going for like $70 to $100 pre-owned. So for that reason, I did want to go ahead and get it. This is just a cotton rug. They are machine washable, which I think is the reason people like them. And they are called Dash and Albert. And like I said, it feels almost like a blanket. These are both in really great condition. I like that they're washable. I like that they're pretty lightweight, so they're easy to fold. And so yeah, I'm gonna get it listed. I like picking up home items sometimes when I don't think it's gonna be hard to list or ship, and I don't think that either one of these will be. So those should be at, I would say, at least $50 each. So that paid for my whole haul, just those 2 rugs. This is a brand we have pretty good luck with. It's a bread and butter brand for us, but we like picking up in the men's department specifically. It is Tommy Bahama. This is a men's size extra large, and they're just a pair of like pajama sweatpants. They go for $20 to $25, but again, great bread and butter for us. It performs well. This was a unique piece we just had to get because it was so unique. We didn't do comps on it. It is American Eagle, size extra large, so great size. And it's this really unique satin bomber jacket. And I love the embroidery on the back. I find that embroidered satin unique bomber jackets in really any brand does well. And it also has some like quilted details on the sleeves. So I said yes, put it in the cart, did not do comps on it, strictly based off of style. I'm thinking probably 30 and up on this, but we'll have to see. And this is Zara, the TRF line, another brand I have a hard time leaving behind at the bins. We pick up pretty much anything Zara at the bins in good condition. This is a nice lightweight spring top. It's got kind of a very slouchy oversized look to it. It is a button up and it has some like puffy oversized, almost dolman-like puff sleeve. Definitely gonna have to wear a tank top underneath of that, but I think it should sell for about 20. The Crew, definitely an older label, but it's wool and cashmere. Another heavy, substantial piece. A longer kind of boyfriend style cardigan. This one has kind of a shawl look to it, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got almost metallic thread in it. And for all of those reasons, I picked this up. This should sell between 30 and 40. This is Diletta by Anthropologie. Have a hard time leaving Anthropologie at the bins. This is also a substantial piece. This is a size small. It's got metallic threading in it as well. Did not look up the exact style. but getting at the bins, super cheap. It should sell for about 20 to 25 at least. As I said, I'm trying to pick up plus size, like kind of on trend styles. This is just Cato, definitely not a brand I typically pick up or recommend, but this is a size 22, 24 in plus size. And it's this really cute, like silky cami top. And it even has the like tie back, which to me is kind of a Y2K look. It's along that Y2K trend. I'll probably only get about 20 for this, but I thought I would pick it up because again, I'm trying to keep plus sizes in my closet and in my store. This is another Anthropologie / Urban Outfitters piece. This is Lilka, not one of my favorite brands to sell from Anthropologie or Urban Outfitters, but this is a size small, by the way. But again, I can't pass it up at the bins when I'm getting it for so cheap. Plus, this is a more substantial piece. It is a tunic, kind of like cover-up top. It's got some nice embroidery on the front and the back. Very beachy, so I thought it was on trend. This should sell for about 20. This is another J. Jill. This is the Wherever collection. I find that this does pretty well for us. This is a size large petite, and it's just a pretty plain Jane red top. Should go for about 20. I was happy to find this. I need to do some research on this exact style, but this is a brand I absolutely love picking up. It is Sundance. Depending on the piece, it can be like more rare or just really nothing. I don't know about this one, but I did like the springy colors. It is a thermal kind of waffle knit long sleeve top. Again, getting at the bin, so I'm gonna pick it up outside of season because of all those factors, but I really like Sundance. I'm thinking at least 20 for this, but we'll see. Again, with the graphic tees, this is just the brand Altered State. Typically do not pick up this brand, but this is a size large. They sell bohemian-like clothing. This is a tunic, longer length graphic top. And like I said, I've been experimenting with picking up graphic top if I think that they're modern enough. And I thought that this is kind of a band look-ish. And it's got a faded, like black grungy look to it. And I really liked the longer length with the side slits. Probably list this for about 20 to 25. These are good filler items for us at the bins. And again, I think that these modern looking graphic tees are really on trend. Lastly, I wanted to finish with two belts. Got both of these at the bins. This one I definitely got just based on style. I should probably do a Google Lens search on this because it might be part of like a dress and might not really be worth something, but I find that unique belts like this do really good. It's got that like stretchy band material and it does unhook. Yeah, I thought this was really unique. Can't pass up unique stuff at the bins, and I just like having stuff like this in my closet. This, I don't know. I have no idea. I would say at least 20 bucks for it, but like I said, I got to make sure it's not just like cheap costume jewelry or something like that. Hopefully it's vintage. Not sure how I'm going to market it yet, but I definitely love picking up unique belts. This one is vintage for sure. This is 1990. I don't know if you guys can see. It says 1990 on the back of this buckle. A little bit of tarnishing to the buckle, but it is a really nice belt with different like animal jewels. I don't know what to call it, but embellishments, details on the belt. Super westerny. I thought it was very unique, and this is by the brand Silver Creek. It's got all the information on the back, but again, at the bins, I like picking up unique belts. I wouldn't say I've steered away from belts. I just haven't been like actively sourcing them. So I was happy to find some unique ones and start listing belts again. All right, guys, so that's it for today's thrift haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out if you enjoy these kind of thrift hauls. If you're not already and you would like to be, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below. That way YouTube will notify you as I make new content. Like I said, I do more than just thrift hauls. We do what sold videos, live Q&As, so make sure to tune in for that and turn on your notifications if you're not already receiving them. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.